We did it! Yay! We made it through the season.
It was a
Oh
struggle,
boy.
but we did it.
It was indeed a struggle, but we sure did do it. But hello, designers, and welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Gay. I'm drinking water, of course, always got water. I'm also drinking a Ghost energy drink, not sponsored. Lord, I wish I was. Because yeah, it's that kind of day. They didn't have my favorite flavor, and I'm mad about it. So I'm drinking Sour Patch Kids, blue raspberry.
Okay. Work. And
It does taste like a Sour Patch Kid.
Wonderful. I love that for you. Love that for
Thank you.
And hello, everybody. Hello. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea per. And if you got some tea, you know whatever. You know what to do. I'm not drinking anything because I literally just had my lunch. So therefore I am not thirsty. But I always have a backup just in case I get thirsty. And that is my cup mug. Beer. For the last time for season 6. What we got? Panel full of cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. Project Runway cup mugs. Panel full of cup mugs. You couldn't see those lights, but that's okay. Just know it was
They
a
couldn't
party.
see my screen because it was
Just know it was a party. And you can join the party at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Get your cup mug or any of our cup merch. You can party with any of our cup merch. And we would love to have you rocking it for us and supporting us. So get your cup merch. We do ship domestically here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period.
Well, we have done it. We made it through the worst season of Project Runway so far.
Thus far,
Oof.
It was hard. It was hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very difficult to watch. But we did it. We're going to talk about the finale. And then we're going to move on with our lives. So we are going to dive into all things season 6 finale of Project Runway. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things reality competition TV. And we got 3 other channels as well. Those links are down in the description below, where you can also find our audio podcast links and our Patreon. So thanks. You know, this finale is one of the more generic ones. Obviously 12-piece collection. This year they got $9,000.
Yeah.
I forgot this is when they upped the budget. So good for them. Right. We got trips to see everyone, and by see everyone I mean 2 of them are in New York.
No. Well, yeah. Upstate New York.
Because one was in upstate,
and
then one was in Manhattan, and then Dayton, Ohio.
Sure enough.
But yeah, family visits were, you know, the way that family visits always are.
They were typical. It was, hey, Tim, come see the collection. Tim gives his, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. You should edit. Maybe I like this the way it is. Then go and meets the family, and they have dinner or something. They have dinner, they eat, they talk about the finalists how they were growing up, how determined they were. They knew they would get to this point in their life because they were always determined to do something great. And then Tim goes home. He thanks everybody and goes home. So it's pretty much like that with everybody. Like nothing was different from each visit.
Yeah.
Except he helped cook at Carol Hannah's house.
That was my favorite part. Was Carol Hannah from South Carolina, now in upstate New York, Carol Hannah. when she was like, so we've invited you to dinner, but you have to help. And I was like, that's very on brand.
Well, he has to make biscuits because, of
Hey,
course,
that's kind of the easiest thing.
you're from the South. Make you some biscuits, honey. That's what
It's
you
the
got to
one
do.
thing you kind of can't fuck up.
Oh, you can mess up a biscuit. You can mess up a biscuit. You can
Sure.
mess up a biscuit. I done had some people mess up some biscuit. Like, what is this?
You can't really mess up rolling out and cutting a biscuit though. And that's all they had Tim do.
Right. He didn't put the ingredients together.
Now, if he was putting the ingredients together, it might have fucked it up. But yeah.
But that was it, really, with these 3 visits. It was literally just that. It was a little tension coming back. Well, it was tension leaving because Althea and Arena still had that little beef going on. So the tension did not fade away over the months that they were gone. Because when they came back to the Hyatt, to the Grand Hyatt, they all come in and Irina's kind of just like, I don't know how people are going to receive me. And Althea's like, I mean, I don't really care for her that much. So they were sitting there together like, hey,
how y'all doing?
How you doing?
It was very
It was
that.
very, yeah. It
very,
was,
hey, how y'all
how you
doing?
doing?
It was very that. And I kind of lived for it. But like, this isn't even drama that I care about, honestly. It's not fun drama.
No. But they were sitting there that long, and the days was turning into night, and they were like, where's Carol Hannah? Where's Carol Hannah? She should be here.
It was very weird hearing several people in this episode refer to her as just Carol.
Right.
I was like, oh, I don't like that.
No, Carol Hannah.
No, she's Carol Hannah from South Carolina. Carol Hannah.
Carol Hannah. For at least Carol Hannah.
At the very least, just Carol Hannah. I was like,
they're like, where's Carol Hannah? And so then Tim comes and informs them that Carol Hannah's not coming tonight. She is sick. And she's not coming tonight. So they were like,
that's gotta be just like the worst luck possible to get a stomach bug right before
you're supposed to go to Bryant Park.
You're supposed to go to potentially one of the most
life-changing events in your life.
Changing events.
I would be so mad. Like, clearly pissed off. I would just curse the heavens and the heavens and the hells. Like, are you seriously about to make me on something that could potentially change my entire life? You're going to get me sick so I can't fully function? Sick. I've been so mad.
Thankfully, she does show up the next day, though.
But she's still not
sick. She's still sick. I do love that Althea's like, don't come near me.
That baby, I agree. If I was out there, I'd be like, in a room by yourself. Go yourself. Absolutely.
Right.
Right. Because you are not going to get me sick.
Right. So they start doing all of their working stuff, their model casting. They're doing all their things. They're trying to figure out who they want their muse model. And I love that they started using that term in this season too. What is their muse model going to wear? And then we find out 2 days before Bryant Park, we get Tim and Heidi coming in, letting them know, hey, guess what?
You thought you were done?
13th look.
Poof. There you go. And they were like, ugh.
And I think this is the most successful round of 13th looks.
Yes.
We have seen thus far. I will say that for these 3 fabulous women.
Yes.
Because they are fabulous women and fabulous designers. This season is just boring as all fuck. Right. But this is the best collection of 13th looks.
I think everybody's 13th look was better than a lot of their collection. To be honest.
Yeah.
And they did get help because they brought back Logan, Christopher, and Jordana. I was saying, I'm about to seriously screw her name up.
you got a couple of seasons. You got like I think 6 or 7 seasons before we got to say Jordana again.
I was about
So
to screw her name right up. But Jordana, they all come back. So Logan is going to work with Althea. Christopher is going to work with Carol Hannah, and
because she
Jordana
was stuck with him.
she was stuck with him. But I think it worked out for the best for her because she needed somebody.
I think everyone got exactly who they needed.
Yes, because I felt like Christopher isn't a horrible designer. He just does things differently, and he's very. I think both of them understand each other because they're both self-taught. They didn't go to, fashion school, so they didn't have those fashion-y, schooly terms that they can talk to each other with. They could just like, look, this is what I need you to do, and it was like, oh, okay, got it. Logan and Althea, they always had a good working relationship.
They worked together a couple times on the season too, so it was very, very natural.
It was very natural and easy. And Irina and Jordana, same thing.
They were friends. They both look at fashion the same way.
Absolutely, they understand. Jordana's not gonna get upset with Irina when she's like snippy and like, hey, let's do this, because she understands the pressure that they're under. So it's kind of just like, okay, let's do it. Tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it. And so I think everybody got who they needed in this, and it worked out for all of them very well, because once they got that 13th look that they had to add to the equation, it was like, oh, okay, this is what I want you to do this. And it was like, okay, all right. And they got it done. And they got it done in, like I said, in such a way that I thought the 13th looks were better than some of their looks that they took 3-4 months on. So I liked it. I didn't remember when we used to have a problem when they would add the last minute looks, but it was on some seasons when they would do it like
a
day. Right. At least they gave them 2 days to do it.
I know. At least they gave them 2 days and a decent budget. These 3 actually got to go to the original mood. Right. I was happy about it. Yeah, remember when we used to be mad about that? And now we're just like, you know what? I think it's just this season has numbed me. Where I'm like, I am excited to get into season 7 at some point. It probably is not going to be immediately, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. We got a lot of shit coming up. So
a lot of TV.
We might take a lot of TV. So we might be taking a hiatus on Project Runway, or doing it semi-frequently. I don't know. But yeah, now I'm just like, hey, at least they gave them 2 days. They gave them a good budget. They had someone helping them.
Yep.
So I'm not all that mad about it.
It made sense in this situation.
We got to talk, because I just remembered we forgot 10 days before Bryant Park. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
When Irina gets a phone call from Tim because she was using some Coney Island imaging in her collection. Yep. And Tim tells her that obviously it's licensed.
All right.
And that's what I thought as soon as she was using it. I was like, isn't that licensed images? I thought. So she had to, we'll talk about how she ended up changing things around. I think she did a really good job with it.
Absolutely.
But, I just remembered that because I was like, oh, we didn't talk about that. But yeah, Carol Hannah, still sick.
Still sick. She's going through it. We get to the makeup consultation and the hair consultation, and they go to they all go to different consultations at different times. Nobody has talked about their hair consultation or makeup consultation in the workroom. Let's point that out. I need y'all to hear that as a point to put a pin in. Nobody out of the 3 women has talked to each other about how they wanted their models to look going down the runway as far as hair and makeup. Okay. So they go to their hair and makeup consultation, and Irina goes to the makeup, and Althea follows her to the makeup afterwards, not at the same time. They were never in the room at the same time. Never together. Remember that. Never together. Then Carol Hannah goes in and does her makeup consultation. All of them do the consultation. All of them tell the makeup artist how they wanted the models to look. And the MUAs gave their opinions and thoughts, and they figured all this out together with their own MUA at different times. Nobody went in together. I can't stress that enough. And then everybody goes to do the same thing in the Garnier hair uh, consultation. Nobody together, everybody separate, do their own consultation. So now when Tim comes into the workroom and he's like, "Hey, Irina, what's your model's going to look like in these looks and how's it going to work?" She was like, "The makeup is a little smudgy eye, real smoky, dark, da da da. That's what it's going to look. It's like a messy look, but real, sure." She was like, "Oh, okay, good, great. Look with the hat." She's like, "The ponytails gonna be ponytails with the hats and slick." Bam.
And then
He goes over to Althea, and Althea says, "Oh, I'm gonna do a smoky eye, really smudge it up in the eye. It's gonna be very messy, da da da." And Tim says, "Huh, that sounds the same thing Irina just said." And Althea said, "What? Excuse me?"
I
And
I
then
had and then
we have Irene in the corner like, "That's Althea for you." And I'm like, "Girl, she was not checking for you. Y'all just had the same idea," which happens because me and Logan sometimes share a brain cell. So I'm pretty sure if something happened and we both said we got this idea that we want to use, and we both go to different places at the same different times, we might come up with the same idea.
Okay, Lana, I'm thinking of a color.
If it's purple, it should be.
No, but okay. Other than purple, I'm thinking of a color.
Blue.
No, it was yellow.
Oh, I would never think that. Blue charmeuse.
Blue silk cerulean silk charmeuse. Anyway, no, I have to tell you that I forgot this happened. Because I have seen this season before. Now that I rewatched the whole thing, I was like, I have seen this season. The way I forgot this whole shit happened, and I paused my computer that I was watching Peacock on. Thank you, Peacock, for streaming all seasons of Project Runway. The way I could not stop laughing for a solid 5 minutes. Just again.
I was like,
does this happen frequently in future seasons? Because I'm just like, huh?
I mean, Irina has been accusing Althea of stealing her looks for a long while now. And so when she did this, I was like, okay, this has got to stop. You have got to stop thinking you're the only one who thinks of stuff like a smudged eye in makeup.
You are the only person in the entire world that has ever thought of a smoky eye.
I was like, girl, stop. And she's like, "That's Althea for you." I was like, that's kind of foul. And if I was out there, I'd be like, "Hold on, can I go talk? Let's change the look. Because I don't want nothing to look like this girl's look. Let's change it. Don't give her a smoky eye, give her a bold lip. Something else." I just was like, "Oh, girl." But that was funny to me. And then Carol Hannah was just getting sicker and sicker by the minute. She's just over there like, "Ooh."
It's like, it does not matter what smoky eye bullshit Irina and Althea are going through, because Carol Hannah's just like, in the corner.
She was like,
"Oh, Lord Jesus, I almost threw up doing that."
Don't do that, because I would have threw up. I would have thrown up.
Oh, Lord.
Ugh. But yeah, it was
I just
so
took some
bad.
medication that makes me nauseous too. I really should not have done that.
It was so bad. But
anyway.
So they go on that. So the day
They're getting
ends.
ready for Bryant Park.
The day ends. Thankfully, Carol Hannah can go get some rest because she desperately needs it. And so the next morning at 3:00 in the morning, they are up getting ready for Bryant Park. Carol Hannah's feeling better, thankfully. Everybody's getting ready. They make their way out to Bryant Park. And of course, we get the beautiful walk-in scene where we see them going into Bryant Park for the first time. We see the runway. They're like in awe of how long this runway is. They want to see what it feels like to sit front row. So they all sit front row, and it was beautiful. Good moments. And then the madness begins because once they get to the back and everything starts happening, it's just crazy. Zippers are tearing. Models aren't getting dressed fast enough. Hair is taking longer. Makeup is taking longer. They're not moving things fast enough. Clothes aren't on the models. Tim is getting pissed by the second. He is like, we
I
need to
have
move.
in my life, I have never
Nope.
seen Tim Gunn this angry.
He was
I was like, ooh,
mad.
y'all really pissed off Mr. Gunn.
And I was like,
Shit.
y'all ain't doing nothing. What is y'all? How late are you? Like, seriously, did y'all take pictures of who gonna be in what outfit? Like,
Right.
it should be just like, here you are, girl. Put this on. Let's go. Like, child, I don't know. But Tim was like, we needed to be in line 10 minutes ago. Like, hurry up. Like, what are we doing? It was crazy. They were stuffing people in shoes and coats at the last minute, but they finally get it together. And we finally get to the runway. Heidi comes out, introduces everybody, introduces the judges. And then Althea comes out, and she is the first person to show her designs, her collection on the Project Runway runway.
We're still circles. I forgot about this.
We are.
Do we want to be circles?
Yeah, we're not changing in the midst of it right now. Let's move it.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about Althea's collection. We've got the first 4 looks from Althea's collection, including that third look, which was her 13th look.
Yes. I really enjoyed these 4. I think her 13th look was very successful. It goes with the collection to me. I love the pants. They're very cool pants. I don't know how she came up with these pants, but they're very cool pants. I think this shows her aesthetic and her style. They're cool. I love this first coat jacket for the first look. And I like the simplicity of the second look. It's like, okay, this is with the jacket. This one is without the jacket. This one has a little crop jacket. This one has a little swing jacket. It's very cute. I like these first 4 looks.
Mm-hmm. I think, honestly, the top end of Althea's collection is probably where I am going to like most of the looks, honestly. My favorite look of this collection actually is the 13th look. And I think it was Heidi that brought it up. But yeah, I just think it feels very 2020s also. Like, I could see a girl in, honestly, most of this today.
Yeah.
I think she might have been a little bit too ahead of her time, maybe. But I really, really like these looks.
I mean, I feel like it should be ahead of her time because she said this is about future. This is futuristic looks. What the 50s,
that is true.
The 1950s, 60s thought what the future was going to look, and I think they probably thought the future of like 2000, but this is the future of like 2020 because I can see girls today wearing some of these pieces.
Absolutely. Let's move to the middle of the collection.
I really like this 4th look, that sweater, that scrunchy sweater, and the skirt.
The knitted sweater, yeah. She started doing a lot of knitwear too. You know who else was doing knitwear?
Let me guess. Arena was doing knitwear.
Arena was doing knitwear.
And of course, Althea knew that from her Dayton, Ohio, while Arena was in Manhattan. She knew she was doing knitwear. I don't like people who just always accuse people of stealing their ideas when it's like there's no original idea ever.
No.
Anymore. Just never. But
yeah, I like the sweater on that one. I don't like that it's paired with this like vinyl skirt. She did a lot in this like vinyl, like black vinyl situation.
I like the skirt.
That I'm not the biggest fan of because I think everything else feels very matte neutral. And I kind of like that for this collection. And I feel like the vinyl kind of brings it out of that.
I think it gives a different contrast. I like a contrast in a collection, even if
It feels a
it's.
little dated for me, that's all.
I feel like this look is a 1980s kind of look. Like you could see a
We're
girl
talking
in the
about that third
80s.
look, right? With the vinyl pant or
The with sweater with the
the
skirt.
skirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see
I
that.
don't, because I don't like I don't like this third look that we're seeing here. The
It's
vinyl pant.
I
It's
don't
not.
like the pants with that top. I think those
Uh-uh.
pants would be better with any other top. That top just didn't
Yeah.
do it for me. The second look, I like this jacket. I'm not a fan of the leggings,
Hmm.
but I feel like we can mix and match some things. Move the knitwear sweater with that those leggings. Move that jacket with those vinyl pants. Move that the first jacket with that skirt at the fourth skirt.
Yes.
Just switch them
Yes.
around and they work.
Yeah. Yeah. She just needed to do, and that was one of the other big things that I liked about Althea's collection and that they brought up is like you could pick one piece from this and just integrate it so seamlessly into your everyday wardrobe.
Mhm.
And I think like what Althea does best is separates. That is what
Mhm.
she's done best all season. That's what and her like both. I think both of her wins were separates.
Mhm.
So like she was smart to lean into what she's good at and what she likes doing. So, but yeah, I would do exactly that mix and matching you were talking about. 100%.
Mhm. Mhm.
We got three more looks from Althea.
The only one I like is this third look, this gray dress. It's a cute
Same.
little. I don't like this shiny shirt with this skirt. Even though
No.
one of the judges said they liked it, not a fan. I like the green skirt. I I like this green dress and I like the jacket. I just don't like them together. I think that should have been separate pieces and it would have been fine with me. Move the jacket to maybe this white and silver shirt situation. Move that
Yeah,
black
because I think a
jacket over
jacket
there.
would have really balanced something.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just leave the green dress on its own. I think it would have did perfectly fine. But yeah, that's my opinion of those looks.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know that I really like the gray dress. I told you my opinions are going to go downhill as the collection goes on because that start of the collection was really really strong for me. The green dress I like, but it doesn't make sense in this collection, and that's what they were talking about. Like I wish there was a little bit more of that green because I actually think the green could have added a lot to the collection.
Mhm.
But because the only other green she has is what in her 13th look.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's fine. And then, like they said, we're in a completely different collection with these last two looks.
Mhm. I was ready for more cool street wear, more cool casual, like work brunch dates. You know those. This she went straight to evening wear, and I'm like, where did this come from? And I feel like, I think as much as I hate this man, Michael Kors said that
Mhm.
um, it's like she tried to do the conventional ending of a show with with extravagant a
Mhm.
good evening wear like they used to do a wedding dress at the end of a fashion show, and now she wanted to make sure the end of her fashion show was this long gown and of some sort, and it wasn't necessary. It was all right. It's just a different collection. It threw off the cohesion for me.
Because the this tan dress is not bad.
Mm, Neither one of them are bad. They just weren't.
Neither one of them are bad. It's just why did we immediately skip to a bridal collection? It's
Hmm.
like active wear to bridal. That no,
Right.
no, no,
It
thank you.
it just didn't connect.
No.
It didn't connect. It's not bad. It just didn't connect.
Yeah. Let's talk about Carol Hannah. Carol Hannah's
I'm not gonna overall
collection.
score it.
Oh well, we can.
I
What's
mean,
your
I always
overall
do.
score, Lana?
I will give the collection a 75.
I'll give the collection a 73.
Work. Now let's talk about Carol Hannah.
Now we can talk about Carol Hannah from North Carolina, Carol Hannah. Mm-hmm. First four looks from Carol Hannah.
She
Sorry to that
started
model
off.
of the fourth photo. I'm cutting off your face, girl.
Sorry, girl. But she started off strong because this first piece is so good. I love this first dress. I was like, oh, that's cute. Um, Not a fan of the second look. It looked like she got a trash bag that she wrapped around the dress and put a belt on it. Not a huge fan of this third look either, but I don't know.
Yeah. Um, I like the first look because it's a little like I like the Grecian vibe that's going on. I kind of wish she had taken a little bit more of that architectural stuff throughout the whole collection because I love her inspiration. And when she was talking about it with Tim, I love the inspiration behind it. I think the first look might be my favorite look of the collection, honestly. I need to look at them all again. But this second look, not a huge fan of it. I like the rope detailing on this third look with the top. I think that's cool. The fourth look, this little black dress, I actually really like. Um, but yeah, the first four, a mixed bag for this first four. And then moving into the middle part of the collection where she goes just straight up more evening wear. I like a lot of these, but I wouldn't have put them in this order because I do love this like layered trifle gray dress going on situation. And I like the purple dress here, the first one. But this like oversized gray top is not doing it for me. This black dress with the one tiny little shoulder thing is not doing it for me.
Mm-mm.
But I love this trifle dress and I love this first purple dress.
I like the first dress and I like the silver dress. It's just everything else is not. I like the upside down pyramid as they called it. I like it is very, you know, that's supposed to be a couture, not a
Mhm,
dress that she's gonna wear at an everyday event or anything. Just something cute, fashionable.
mhm.
I like that. I'm not sure what is gray with the pants come in. I don't know where that comes in into play here.
She looks like the woman that works admin at a high school. But you see the vision, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's uh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Not impressive.
Anyway. And then we get this blue moment, which I'm not mad at, but it doesn't feel like it goes with the rest of the collection.
I mean, she's tried to incorporate the blue in other things to make it go. It just felt like she didn't line up her models how she should have. Like, if you're gonna do this blue moment, like this cape moment should have came out first, and then the blue,
Hmm.
and then into something else that it's just out of order. You have to think about that when you're showing the collection. I feel like everything needs to blend into something else, and if you're changing color sequences, do it with one piece and then add the next, and then we move on to the next piece, and everything just connects. And this is just it's very disconnected. It's very disconnected. This look, these looks.
Yeah. I do love the blue Grecian look though.
Yes.
Like if she had gone architectural Grecian with the whole collection,
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been it wouldn't have been the most unique thing in the world, but it would have given the collection a better point of view.
Agreed.
But yeah,
What can you do?
right.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
I've seen worse.
Yeah. And then we got her
I think
last two looks.
like visually stunning, visually interesting and stunning. I really like looking at this I guess, silvery dress and how it comes out like that, and
Mm-hmm.
it's visually stunning, but it doesn't go with the collection,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the problem for me with most of this. It's just pieces that she liked, that she made, that were cute, and she didn't have a clear
Mm-hmm.
vision on where she wanted this collection to, how she wanted this collection to walk, and how she wanted to present it. She was just like, I just like making this piece. I think this is a good idea. But they're pretty to look at. Both of them. Both dresses are pretty to look at.
Yeah, I do like this first look. There's something about, the weight of it that I really like with it being a shorter dress.
Mm-hmm.
And the final look is good,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no cohesion. There's like yeah,
Where
that's
does it
all.
go? Where does it go from here? Is what it's leaving me.
Scores.
I would give her a sensible 70. Well, no, I would give her a 76 because I think I liked her collection smidge more than I liked Althea's collection.
I'm gonna give her a 72 because I think I liked Althea's a smidge more.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about Irina. Last up on the day, and guess what? It's a whole lot of black.
Black, black, black on black, black on black on black on black, blackity black, 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 black. I love a good black moment, but can't never say I'm here for black. I always root for black. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
this is a lot of black. This is a lot of black, and the only
Mm-hmm.
problem with all this black is you can't see the details in the outfits. You
Mm-hmm.
can't see all the details that she put into this amazing work because it's black on black and you can't
Mm-hmm.
see it. Like this third look, you can tell it's some detail going on in that shirt, but you can't see it really
Mm-hmm.
because it's black on black. I do like her little hats that she did with this. I thought that was a cute touch with it. I think this is a strong start. They
Mm-hmm.
all are good looks. They're just so black. And
Mm-hmm.
you can't see anything of the work that she put in it, but it looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, they all looked really, really good when they were walking. And I will say, I love all of the accessory work
Mm-hmm.
that Irina did with this collection too. Like, and the judges pointed it out too. But that's kind of the part that I think I liked the absolute most, with just the bags, the hats, the gloves, like all of that was so, so well done. I like all of the weaving that she's done here too. I think all of that is really good. Yeah, I think this is a very solid start.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into more neutrals.
Right.
Featuring, she's the only person, I will say, that didn't put her muse model
Right.
in the last look. She's got her muse right in the middle.
Her 13th look. She
Yep.
felt that this 13th look was better than what she was going to present at the end. And so she wanted her muse model. She said it looks good on her. And I like this 13th look, but I feel like her 13th look was the weakest 13th look
I think
out
I
of the
agree with
three.
you. Yep.
But I do like these hooded sweaters and fur frocks that she has here going on
Mm-hmm.
with these looks. I like that she didn't try to do something so complicated for the bottoms, to put all the effort and put all the a focus on the hood and the sweater. I
Mm-hmm.
love that. And I love how she made coats. Like she could make a coat and a swing jacket like nobody's business. And I love this last gray coat. I think this 13th look looks very out of place in the midst of these, but I love the coats.
The coats, I mean, it's what we've seen Irina do well all damn season. So I'm not
Mm-hmm.
surprised we saw so many coats going on. I have to say, I think my favorite of the coats is this first one.
Mm-hmm.
That we're looking at here. This taupe one, I think, is really, really good. She really said, "Oh, I got the Aspen Ski Challenge. Cool. I'm going to make it my whole personality for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
And I do
Absolutely.
really like this 13th look too. I think it turned out really, really good. This gray jacket is really good too. Like, it's solid.
Solid. This black fur
Everything.
and
I think this black fur
yeah,
first look is my favorite
it's
look in the
my
collection.
favorite. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good. The model looks great in it. It's real. I'm not a fan of the second look in this one. It's gray, but the black fur on both of these two, oh,
Mhm.
eat it up. Eat it up. Looks really, really good. I think this is
Yeah.
my favorite look of the whole entire thing.
This black fur.
Yes.
I might agree with you. I might agree with you on that one. Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. I can't stop looking at it. I'm just like,
I know. But we got to talk about her last two looks. So,
mm-hmm.
which again, I think there was, the middle part of the collection left a little bit of the cohesion, but I'm glad that we ended on a very cohesive moment. And I
Mm-hmm.
love that we've got this top with this weaving and then the dress with this kind of weave
Mm-hmm.
situation. It's a great way to end it.
It was a good show. She thought about how it was going to walk and what it was
Mhm.
going to look like, how she was going to present it. And it looked really good. I do like the weaving in the shirt in the top and then the weaving in the dress. It gave us
Mhm.
a counter piece, to the finale piece. It's like,
Mhm.
here's the finale, here's the entrance, and then bam, here go the finale. It just made sense, and I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It looks good.
Yeah. Scores for Arena.
I would give her show a 90.
I am also going to give it a 90.
I thought she did a really good job.
I thought she did a really, really, really good job. And guess what? She won.
Deserved.
Very deserved.
I mean, I had to give it to her. As much as I didn't like her attitude throughout the season, she put out good work. And then this final
Yeah.
runway, this collection was the best collection that walked that runway at that time. It was hands down the best. Very cohesive. It fit. It looked good. It was just the best.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she did the best, objectively speaking, all season. And that's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. That was 43 minutes that really did not feel like 43 minutes.
We got
Jesus.
through a finale in 43 minutes. Wild.
Well, I'm not surprised with this season.
No.
But yes, we will be back at some point
Mm-hmm.
to start season 7. We're slowly chugging our way through. What are we going to do when we don't have any more Project Runway? Just watch the current season?
That won't be for a long time.
I
We're in
know.
season 7 and we still got 20 seasons of this.
And we got, I think,
And
9
All-Stars.
All-Star seasons. Yeah. So,
Look, when it's
we'll be
over,
here for a minute.
When this is over, we'll start All-Stars Juniors. I don't know.
Oh, Lord. When this is over, we'll start America's Next Top Model.
Right.
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 That one's just going to be a philosophical discussion every week about how bad that show is through the 2024 lens.
Wow.
Woo! But thank you for joining us on this season 6 journey of Project Runway. We'll be back at some point in the future to talk about season 7. So while you're missing out on some Project Runway, because we'll be off for a little bit, we got a whole hell of a lot of content still here. So we're talking about Big Brother. We've got Survivor coming up in 2 weeks. We've got The Anonymous. We've got Traders Canada drop today.
Yeah. The Circle is next week.
The Circle is next week. All the shows. So we're going to be busy over here at the Cup TV. We hope that you join us for all of our coverage for everything. And thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Check the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to Cup Mug. And with all that being said, we're going to get out of here. So for the final time this season, cheers, Lana.
Cheers, Logan.
In fashion, one day you're in, And the next day, you're out. And we are out.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Make it work, designers.